here's a story to go right along with that. Now that was just me listening to myself, right, in my own vehicle, excited about it. And so I knew we couldn't do that. But right after that, I got a request, similar to yours, but it was in the UK because my music is distributed not just on the American music platforms, but I'm on 80 plus platforms around the world, because in Europe they have their own set of music platforms just like we have in the United States. And I got a request through the record label. They said someone in the UK wants to interview you on their radio show. And I said, oh, great. I'm so honored. Let's get it launched. So we got it all set up. We had the date and the time. What I didn't realize was that when the date came, they were 8 hours ahead of me, right? So I was expecting a call at, I don't know, maybe 8 in the evening, and it came up at 1 in the afternoon. And my phone said, it didn't say no caller or unknown. It said Spain on my phone. And I thought, whoa, we've all been raised that you never want to answer international calls, right? That can get you in a lot of trouble with billing and everything else. So I ignored it. And then the call came in right after that again. Somebody was being presented, said Spain. And I thought, I wonder if this has something to do with that interview that I better get this call. So I answer the phone, right? And I hear this guy in broken English. And he says, Antony, I'm going to try to emulate it as best I can remember. Marc Antony, you're live on whatever it was, whatever his station was in Spain. I think it was Madrid. He says, you're live on this show. And I said, oh, thank you so much for calling me. I'm so honored, right? And right away he starts in with the music questions. And he goes, let's get right to your music. He says, in 1986, you had a song, and he names the other guy's song. The other guy. And I knew right away we were in trouble. And and when he got done with this lead in, I said, no, sir, no, that's not me. That's the other Marc Antony. And he didn't get it. I thought, we fix that and move on. But he went right into the next question, and he just glossed over it. And he says, he goes, okay, well, Marc Antony, in 1992, you had a famous song with, and he names this female singer that I did a duet with. That the other guy did a duet, not me, right? And I let him get through it, and I said, no, sir, that's not me. I said, you're talking to Marc Antony, the singer-songwriter in Nashville. And I thought that'd clear it up. And there was this long, awkward pause. And he comes back on and he goes, oh, so Marc Antony, so you live in Nashville now.
Oh, he was still confused. Oh.
I said, oh, this. So I got out of it gracefully. We ended it. Thank you so much for having me. And then I called the record label and I said, please, in the future, moving forward, when people request an interview with me, please make sure they know which Marc Antony they're speaking to, right? So I could hear them on the other end of the phone, the staff. They were all laughing, because I got confused. I should have just gone along with it, Zoe. I should have just gone along with the fact that, I was married to J-Lo, and we had a great life. I should have just
could have made for a fun interview, just to pretend to be the other Marc Antony.
It was. It was, and needless to say, it was not that interview that I saved, the link to or anything. I just deleted that one.